coffee.
I had 6 cups of coffee. 6! There's even more down here. Hi, I'm Ashley, and I review celebrity acting techniques. So, last week I read Michael Caine's acting book, and there were several tips in it that I found suspicious. For example, not blinking, doing nothing, drinking 6 cups of coffee, having very specific opinions about tea. Yeah, that's a lot to unpack. But then again, Michael Caine literally has my dream job. What is my dream job? Being a frequent Christopher Nolan collaborator, obviously. Anyways, I tried these techniques on camera to see if they really worked. And be sure to stick around until the end of the video to see the final scene because I think you might be surprised. Welcome to our mock audition. If you're new here, we'll have one take as a control with very little preparation, kind of like a cold read, and then I'll try one of the acting techniques and come back to see if it helped. Our first technique, of course, is a warm-up. So every great actor has a great warm-up, and Michael Caine is no exception. He writes, "Here's a little number I do before a long take. Take a slow, deep breath in, then bend over and let your arms dangle, really relaxed. Then straighten up slowly, breathing out gently and evenly." So, I gave it a shot. Here it is, without the warm-up. I lived with him. I spent my life with him. I fed him. I had to make sure he bathed. My own father. And here's the same thing with the warm-up. I lived with him. I spent my life with him. I fed him. I had to make sure he bathed. My own father. Wow, that was a big improvement. That 30-second warm-up did what an hour of scene work could have done. Holy shit. This is a case where Michael Caine is literally writing the video for me. He writes, "I don't blink. Blinking makes your characters seem weak. Try it yourself. Say the same line twice, first blinking and then not blinking. By not blinking, you will appear strong on screen." All right, Michael, I'll fucking try it. I lived with him. I spent my life with him. I fed him. I had to make sure he bathed. My own father. I lived with him. I spent my life with him. I fed him. I had to make sure he bathed. My own father. If you're doing something with tears, it's really hard to keep your eyes open. Oh my gosh, because what you want to do is like blink the tears out, but then you just have to hold them open and your eyes sting, which makes you like get misty-eyed even more. Thanks, past me. Yeah, I love this take, and not blinking made me focus more, and it made me more emotional, and I couldn't dispel the emotions because I couldn't blink. You can even see me doing these weird eye twitches where I'm trying to really force myself to not blink. Comparing the two side by side, they're two completely different scenes with the sound off. I mean, look at that. They look almost like different characters. It's crazy. In Michael Caine's book, where he first discovers not blinking, he practices it over and over again. And I really do think this is a practice makes perfect kind of thing where, you know, at first my eyes burned, but it looks damn good on camera, so might as well practice. This tip absolutely blew my mind. He writes, "To do nothing at all can be very useful in extreme reactive situations. For example, if something terrible happens to you in the script, like you find your wife murdered, and they cut to your close-up, very often you can do a completely blank look. The audience will project their own emotions onto your face." I feel like I need this one to be true. Hi, Editing Ashley here. This one's a bit funny since I'm basically just doing a reaction shot, but I had Hayden feed me a pretty dark line, and I did one where I reacted how I want to react, and one where I reacted doing nothing. And the nothing was hard. It was hard, guys!
The results came back. It's cancer. Stage 3. I have maybe 8 months. The results came back. It's cancer. Stage 3. I have maybe 8 months.
I'm conflicted. I really need an audience's opinion on this. Please let me know in the comments. Does this blank face work? Are you projecting your own emotions onto my face? And which take do you prefer? Do you prefer this one or the one where I was a bit more expressive? Let me know.
Michael Caine wants us all to have very specific opinions about tea. Just when you think he couldn't get more English, right? Anyways, this tip is a little bit heady, so I'm gonna let voiceover Ashley explain it. Take it away, future me!
Thanks, past me. So this is a technique Michael Caine calls thought recognition. So for example, if you are given this portion of dialogue, person 1, I've got to get a bus to Clapham, I'm already late for my date. Person 2, you won't get far, there's a bus strike. 2 needs to have the thought, yikes, there's a bus strike, right on the word bus, even though he doesn't begin speaking until much later. Caine further elaborates using this example. Person 1, would you like some tea? Person 2, yes please. He writes, tea is the key word. The simple word tea can open up so many responses. Let's say you would have preferred coffee. The minute the other actor says tea, your eyes will change because you'd really like coffee. Or maybe you're allergic to tea. Then you answer politely, but with a bit of anguish, knowing that you won't really drink it. The camera thrives on niceties like that, yet you often see actors missing out on these little presents. So I actually pulled a contemporary script where one character offers the other one tea, so let's fucking play with it. We have here Hannah and Adam from Girls, and our first keyword is going to be tea. Obviously, because Michael Caine told me to. And let's just say she doesn't like Earl Grey, and the last time she had it, she vomited on her roommate, so that's why she replies with what kind. She can do any tea, just not Earl Grey. So what kind? Our next keyword will be opium, because she hasn't done drugs stronger than weed, and opium kind of scares her. And hopefully we should see some nervousness on this line. Twix is our next keyword. It's really Twigs, but she hears it as Twix. And let's make Twix her favorite candy. Like, let's just say that Hannah feels about Twix the way I feel about Justin's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh god, I fucking do love those. And finally, our last keywords are subtle and legal because, you know, that's what sells her on this opium tea, and ultimately she's gonna drink it to impress this guy she likes, so it's subtle and legal. Might as well.
You want some tea?
What kind?
I made this brew out of opium pods. It's just a pretty mellow high.
Opium. I don't know. The last time I smoked weed, I told Marnie that her face was knitting together and that she had a crown of eyeballs. What's it taste like?
Kind of like Twigs.
Like Twix. I have this dinner thing to go to with friends. Is it gonna make me act weird?
It's pretty subtle. And legal. You can buy the pods in the Flower District.
Okay. So, no work tomorrow, so.
What?
You said it tastes like Twix.
No, twigs, as in small sticks.
Okay, so fun. This technique is so fun. And I'm actually going to throw in some screenshots of me. So this is my face when he said tea. Great facial expression. There's opium. My eyes get really, really big. Twix. And subtle and legal. Yeah, this one is really helpful for facial expressions and listening. I love this technique.
Drinking 6 cups of coffee. Yeah, so you know that warm-up we learned earlier in the video? So apparently, if Michael Caine needs to play an anxious character, he won't do that warm-up at all, and instead, he'll just drink coffee. This is what he says in his book. If I've got a long sequence in which I'm supposed to be nervous, I avoid my relaxation ploys and go and drink a cup of coffee, which strings the nerves along. Drink 2 cups and your hand will start to shake. 5 or 6 cups and your lips will twitch. Okay, so we have some coffee.
I have iced coffee. I don't know if that's okay. He didn't specify, but thought it might be easier to down because I'm gonna be drinking a shit ton of this. You know, I like drinking coffee, but if I have to drink it all at once and really fast, it's not enjoyable anymore. Kind of like beer. Don't down beer either. Fucking monsters. I'm almost done with it. Oh my god. I used to think I drank coffee so fast. Like in the morning, I'm like doing my emails. Excuse me. Whoa, I drank that too fast. But in the morning, I'm like doing my emails and I look over and my coffee's gone. But just all at once. It's a lot. Coffee. I had 6 cups of coffee. 6! There's even more down here.
6.5.
I can stop whenever I want.
You want some tea?
What kind?
I made this brew out of opium pods. It's just a pretty mellow high.
Opium? I don't know. The last time I got stoned, I told Marnie that her face was knitting together and that she had a crown of eyeballs. What's it taste like?
Kind of like twigs.
Like twigs? I have this dinner thing with my friends. Will it make me act weird?
It's pretty subtle and legal. You can buy the pods in the flower district.
Okay. I mean, I don't have work tomorrow, so...
What?
You said it tastes like Twix.
No, twigs, as in small sticks.
Yeah, I don't know about this take compared to the other one. I don't think it made that big of a difference to my acting, but holy crap, I felt the effects of this technique. I did not go to bed until very late that night. I felt the coffee dragon roaring inside of me, and it made me feel like shit. I think it made my eyes bigger at some points, this technique. I think there's at least one point in here, there it is, where my eyes get really, really big and I kind of get this manic look to me. But I think that's the only discernible difference. And for something that is this taxing on your body, I would not recommend this. Out of all of the techniques, the ones I'd recommend would definitely be the warm-up, the keywords, and not blinking. I think those were really, really strong on camera. I'm curious to know more about the doing nothing technique. I think that's a little bit into the Kuleshov effect theory, and that technique might work better with the editing around it, but I can't tell just on my self-tape. Overall, Michael Caine's acting book is an excellent and addictive read. I read it in college and I was so excited to read it again for this video. And if you are interested in acting, I think the book and the video lesson that accompanies it has so much good advice that I didn't even have time for this video. For example,
if you're fair and you've got blonde eyelashes like I have, you wear mascara, because if you have blonde eyelashes and you're in a movie, you might as well be in a radio play.
Yeah, this is a man after my own heart. If you are an actor, please buy his book. Please watch his video lesson. There is so much in there. And I mean, come on, it's Michael fucking Caine. He's got a fucking Oscar. But I'm curious to know, which take was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I have 5 or 6 other videos just like this already on my channel. You should absolutely go watch them. And if you want to get notified every time I post a new video, you gotta click subscribe and you gotta click the bell icon. Otherwise, my videos just get lost in the ether in like a third layer of an Inception dream. So you gotta click that subscribe button, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!